Okay, this is Pat from Pat's. This is Substance Abuse Group. This is Thursday Substance Abuse Group. I need you to grab a piece of paper. I need you to print your first and last name on that paper. I also need you to put the date on that paper, as well as the type of group, which is substance abuse group. I need you to put the topic, and tonight we're talking about feelings. And I need you to put, if you are an insurance client, if you have another agency paying for your sessions, and if you are paying yourself, you can pay over the phone by calling 217-954-1128, or you can bring exact cash to the office at the side door, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, okay? So in order to get full credit, I'm going to need this progress note. I'm going to need any assignment that I give you, and I'm going to need to know, I'm either going to need for you to pay for your service, or you're going to have to tell me who is paying, or if you have insurance. All right. So today we're talking about managing your feelings without substances. And one thing that we know is all people have feelings. They're not good, they're not bad, they just are feelings. They are not facts. They come and they go. They don't stay long usually. One thing we do is we learn to use things from the outside of us to cope with things that are going on the inside of us. So I have a long, tiring, stressing day. I may want to stop off and, have a few drinks. I may want to go by, see some friends, smoke some weed, do whatever it is. Okay. I'm not saying that that's the wrong thing. I'm saying that we are not allowing ourselves to learn how to manage our life and our feelings without substances. So when I feel, rather than using a substance to either numb it out or to change it, I am going to learn how to do something different, developing some skills to do something different. Okay, for example, if I have been feeling tense and I continue to use substances, I don't really develop a skill. Or if I had the skill, I lose it. Okay, so I'm managing my feelings. I want to learn how to manage my feelings without using a substance or another compulsive behavior, like gambling, shopping, whatever it might be that I do, video games, whatever I do compulsively that takes over a big part of my life. All right, so what happens is when I try to stop doing whatever it is, using the substances or stop engaging in the compulsive behavior, I find that I'm going to need to learn how to deal with my feelings in a different way. So keep in mind that managing your feelings is a learned skill, and it is shaped by experience. So as a result, you may have learned how to deal with your feelings ineffectively long before substances came along. But then you started using the substances and we lose our skills. We do what's the quicker, easier, softer way. Why on earth would we want to let ourselves feel bad? That's a question to ask. So learning how to deal with feelings without using substances may take a minute, just a brief minute, not too long. And we do learn by practice and experience. So we need feelings. It's not that we want to get rid of them. So sometimes we need to use them as what we call an early warning sign. So if I'm distressed, if I'm stressed, if I'm unhappy, whatever it might be, I need to really pay attention to that because it's a sign that something in my environment isn't quite the way I want it to be, or may not even be healthy for me. So paying attention to that, I don't want to block it out because I'm missing important information that I might need and that I do need in order to make good decisions in my life. So if I deny that I'm angry about the way someone is treating me, then I may make the decision just to stay with that person forever and ever and really have a miserable life. So if I'm distressed, stressed, angry, emotionally unsettled over a period of time, I need to take a look at that and just see what's really going on with that. Now, if I stop using a substance in order to learn how to cope more effectively with my feelings, I may see that I may have some craving going on. I may want to return to the substance. Why? Because I have developed that. I've developed that easy method, that habit, that thing I rely on, that easy go-to. And of course, some of us may know that that easy go-to turned out to cause some problems and stress in our lives. So now we're taking a different look at it. So when you get hit with cravings, it's important to ask yourself, what am I really feeling here? What is really going on? What is really provoking this craving? While I may feel like I want to use, what is it that I really want? Do I want my partner to stop nagging me? Do I want to feel less distressed or depressed? What is it? So many people find that when they stop using, their emotions seem to intensify. The feelings seem to intensify. So in that case, then, I may want to consider doing some of these things. Maybe there's somebody I totally trust and I just want to bounce things off of. I don't want them to fix me. I don't want them to fix the situation. I just want them to hear me out because I want to be heard. I want somebody to hear what's going on. Sometimes I may need to learn how to do something different. So talking with someone, going out, becoming involved in activities, getting off of the pity pot, as they say. In other words, just sitting there, pity me, pity me, pity me. Getting up, doing something, looking for things to be grateful for in my life. Maybe taking an inventory, as they say, and checking out, are there some things I do need to change in my life? I don't have to use a substance. I use my feelings as an indicator that maybe there's something I need to change in my life. Okay, so paying attention to that. If I'm feeling bad all the time, only I can change that, right? Okay, so if you feel like that your feelings are unbearable and they're not going to pass, then you may need to reach out and get some professional help, just somebody to talk to see what you need to do next. Maybe there's a support group of some kind that you would like to be involved in, that you may enjoy. So as you go through the process, remember that continuing to avoid substance use will help you to get a handle on your feelings, your likes, your dislikes, your wants, and your needs. However, if you keep returning to a substance in response of a feeling, you're denying yourself the opportunity to grow through this learning process. And the substance use only helps in the short term because afterwards the issue is still there. And that's what we're trying to get to the bottom of. So we need to get the support that we need. We need to find new ways to do things. Maybe it's a group, maybe it's a new activity, Maybe it's a friend, maybe it's counseling, whatever it might be. But the deal is, do not keep going back to doing the same thing you've always done. Instead, pay attention and take an active role in making a change in your life. If nothing changes, nothing changes. Okay? All right, this is kind of short and sweet tonight. I hope that you will do me a favor. I want you to, on your paper, I want you to write down what you've been feeling and going through in the last few weeks, and what you can do to take a stance, take charge, take control, and manage your life without using substances. Again, not everybody watching this video is an alcoholic or an addict. However, if we continue to use substances in place of life skills, we are cutting ourselves short. And we are more likely to slide into becoming an abuser of substances, which we know is then right next to, leads up to addiction and alcoholism. So instead of doing the same old thing, smoking some weed, getting some drinks to deal with stress, to deal with the bad relationship, let's get at the source of the problem. Let's take a look at the source of the problem. And that's what I want you to write down on your paper. What is the source? What do you need to change in your life? Okay? All right. So I want you to write about what you thought about, what you might have wanted to talk about. And again, you're going to have to send that to me along with your payment source in order to get credit for the group. Have a great night. Hopefully, by the way, we will be doing some Zoom groups starting next week. We are doing Zoom. Going to do Zoom in the morning. Also, on Tuesdays at 11 and Thursdays at 11. We also have Zoom groups Tuesday at 5 and Thursday at 5. If you want to be a part of that, send me your email address to my address, pat@changeisachoice.org. And you will call, pay for your group. We'll give you the meeting ID number. We'll send it to you in an email, and you can join an active group and talk about some things you want to talk about or listen. Have a great day. Thank you.